And here is the chassis of the S8. As you can see, probably an earlier form of printed circuit board was used on this model. The model before this one actually had a chassis, proper chassis at the bottom. It was all point-to-point wiring, and this being a later one, they decided to use printed circuit boards, which I suppose it was good in a way, but as you know, with early circuit boards, dry joints, broken tracks, and yeah, these sets certainly suffered from that affliction in some degree or another. But most of the service techs or old retired TV techs I've spoken to have always held these sets in high regard. They were probably one of the best performing sets at the time. They actually outperformed a lot of the other TV sets that were made at the time as well. So, and there are still quite a few. I do know of one or two of these things still going. You know that they still seem to be a few of them around. So actually, in regards to all black and white TVs, this particular model has actually survived really well. They must have made tens of thousands of these things. Okay, let's go out for a sneak peek, a bit closer view. Everything. So this board here houses all your vertical horizontal oscillator, line discriminator, and audio output stage. Frame output there, PCL85, PCL86 is audio output. It's actually push pull. So it's got two PCL85. It's got a PCL86 and a PCL85. They're in push pull, but one side of the but the tri section of the PCL85 is used for frame blanking. So basically, just the two pentode, and then the PCL85 is basically used in conjunction with the PCL86 in order to drive the for the sound. Quite ingenious, really. So these multi-section valves seem to do quite a few things. I have replaced all the old electrolytics too, basically, because I commonly gave problems on these things. Another one there replaced down there as well. So I pretty much have got this repaired to a stage where I can safely use it and not worry too much about it. So it's kind of consumed a few evenings here and there over the past sort of few weeks. Here's your line output stage. DY87 EHT rectifier, PL504 is your line output, and there's a PY88 which is your booster diode in there. That there is a replacement boost cap. The original one had split open and was spewing its guts. I dare say that's probably what stopped the thing working. I think this set has actually had quite low hours because all of these I've come across in the past have all had bad dry joints, broken tracks on the boards, and this one's actually, I haven't had to solder any joints around the valve sockets. So I don't think this set's had a lot of use, and it's probably been out of action for probably quite some time. So move over here. This is your IF. See how the board does all your IF over here. So you've got your first, second, and third video IF, EF 183s, 184s, video output PCL 84. I think that's your second and first. I think that's your second, first and second for your IFs for the sound. And ECH 83 is your sound IF and sync clipper. Yeah, so that one there, that's the ECH83 sync separator and AGC diode. Sorry, PCF80 second sound IF and sync clipper. That's your that one there is first IF and noise inverter. Sorry, so I put your bit crook there. And down in here's the tuner. PCF86 is your mixer. PCC185 your RF amplifier, and of course the picture tube. A59/90 90-degree picture tube. And there's those nice big watt wasters at the top there. And boy do they get hot, especially that thing, man. That thing gets over to well over 100 degrees. I've put my blooming temperature probe on it and poor, they get pretty warm. And yeah, so there's your fine tuning, those little turret there with the screws on it. Basically, wherever you are, the actual fine tuning stalk goes into that screw and basically adjusts this thing here in and out for your fine tuning. If, for example, if I go to number, hang on, you can see that in there, guys. I've got a freaking light in me face. Hang on, I'll try and get it better. So, for example, if you can see that moving there, so I'm actually adjusting the fine tuning. So you can see that moving there quite happily. So that's pretty much that there. Okay, I will now, once again, there's your valve layout there as well. Each valve and what its function is. One thing I like about Philips too is they always have a nice, really nice clear valve layout chart as well, and which is really good. Now, around to the other side here. These sets are actually also brilliant for servicing too. They actually thought of this design quite well. To try and once again, I apologise for the lighting in here. It's not the best, but I will try and show you the print side of the board. Where's another light that might be a bit better? There you go, there's your print side of the board there. So down in there, and the other board on the other side there, and see, there's that wacky speaker. Quite hard case, the way they've done that. Yeah, quite hard case. Very unusual. Like I said, I don't recall seeing any other TV manufacturer using a speaker apart from Philips. So it's not going to work either. I can try firing various lights and bits and pieces. Yeah, that's a wee bit better. You can see that there. The filter caps were also required replacing. They're actually 4-section ones. So I had some new old stock ones down here, which were only 50 plus 50 plus 50, and there were ranges going from 100 UF up from 22 UF all the way up to 200 UF. So that's what these other ones, these are the two main 200 UF caps here I've put in here, just using tag strips and everything, and just linking the other ones together to make up the same values. So yeah, I thought was probably the easiest way to actually do it, I think. And yeah, it looks probably not the tidiest thing, but you know, it's definitely functional, and nothing gets hot or short. Nothing will get hot or short out. So yeah, and it's even running on its original line output transformer as well. Most of these sets would have had their transformer actually changed by now, but that one is still original. So yeah, would probably sort of leads me to believe that maybe this set has had low hours. Yeah, the actual model, or the actual cabinet model, or the model of it is called a 23TZ323A, and 200 watts power consumption. So there you go. The picture tube is a mini watt. Sorry guys, I can't see what I'm doing here. It's a mini watt AW5991. And the picture on this is actually great. It's got a really good tube and it tests strong and everything. So yeah, so another great feature with these two actually, because the board only swings it that far, and you say, well, how can I get that out? How can I? You think to yourself, well, how can I get that out further to work on that board down there? You just unplug that and pull that off, and underneath here is that there. That is the control panel at the back. Basically all your knobs and controls and switches sit in this. You take two screws out, and there's normally a board under here. This baseboard, particle board, just screws in there like that. So you pretty much just two screws. So two screws in there. So take the two screws, pull it out, and loosen those two screws, and this whole entire thing comes out. This whole entire tray comes out, all the controls on it, and feed it up through the hole in the bottom, and you can swing the chassis right out and basically have the control sitting right beside you. So, in regards for servicing, pretty good. Okay. I might just stop it here and get the circuit out and give you a quick brief of this, give you a quick run over of the circuit, and then I'll show you the box of dead bits and the problems I encountered, and then I'll show you it running. So back in a sec.